Welcome, everybody. Hey, it's the last 5-minute sales training of 2024. Thank you so much for an incredible year of getting to come here every week and let me talk with you. So let's close out the year strong, shall we? Last week, we looked back at the lessons we learned in 2024, but today I want to give you 5 questions that you can ask to plan your 2025. Here we go. Got to tell you, I'm always excited by the turn of the calendar. It represents a fresh start. It's like I'm looking at a blank whiteboard and I am able to write whatever I want on that whiteboard. One of my greatest fears, however, is the idea that if I'm not careful, I will live the year by default. That is, I might just live in response to the people and environment and circumstances around me rather than taking control to the greatest extent possible. I don't want to live in default mode. I don't want to be subject to other people's plans for my life or for my career. I suspect you probably feel the same way. So I want to share with you 5 questions that will help you plan out your ideal 2025. Ready? Question 1. Am I pleased with my current professional growth trajectory? I'm going to ask that you look back over the last 12 to 24 months. Think about how you've grown professionally and personally. Are you happy with that? Are you happy enough that if you carry that same trajectory into the next 12 to 24 months, that it would leave you feeling tremendously satisfied? Now, if so, keep on keeping on. But if not, this is the time to make changes. Sometimes we have to look at the timeline over a longer period of time to get a sense of whether we're satisfied with our growth progression. Ask yourself where you were, then ask yourself where you want to be. And that should lead you to complete the thought and ask, is the current trajectory going to get me to my goals? Question 2, what one daily behavior done every day for an entire year would boost my success? See, the whole is the sum of the parts. That means that the success of your life is made up of the parts that construct it. Ultimately, your results for the year will be based on the things that you do each and every day. So stop and ask yourself the question, what is one daily behavior that if I do it every day would boost my success? Say 250 days to roughly approximate the number of work days in the year to come. Is there a daily success behavior that you could reasonably undertake and perform every single day, 250 days for the next year? Now, I want to make a suggestion. Don't pick something gargantuan here. Don't pick something that scares you. Pick something that you have high confidence in, something you could pull off each and every day, but then write it down and find a way to track it. Goals only work when they're visible and trackable, so keep it obvious. If you want to go deeper into this subject, I highly recommend you read Darren Hardy's book, The Compound Effect. It's all about the little things when done every day that make a profound difference over a long period of time. Question 3, who do I need to add and who do I need to delete from my influencer list? Now, we use the term influencer for a reason. Influencers tend to have a certain sway over us. That can be positive or negative. The goal is to increase the number of positive influences in my life and decrease the number of people who are only going to lead me down a negative path. The key here is intentionality. You can't just think about this objective, you have to act on it. Now, on the negative side, ask yourself the question, who brings me down? This might be somebody that you know personally, but it might also be an influencer that you're getting through the news, through what you read, through some other external source. Either way, cut it out. You can only give out that which you have inside, and that which you have inside is what you have consumed. If you want to provide positive energy to the people around you, you can't do it if you've got a diet of negative energy. Question 4. What old success habit do I need to resurrect? A mentor of mine likes to remind me that from time to time we get into the trap of saying, well, that works so well that I guess I'll stop doing it. Now that doesn't make any sense, but that's what seems to happen. It works so well that I stop doing it. You know what success has looked like in your past. You've lived it. Think about those success habits that need to be resurrected. Take a blank piece of paper and ask yourself the question, what have I done in the past that I should continue to do today? Finally, question 5, what 12 books should I read this year? Now look, a book a month is not an impossible task. The key is to identify those 12 books in advance. Now, I'll post a link below to book recommendations that I've made in the past, but find 12 books, get them all together in one place, and keep it obvious. Remember what Mark Twain once said, those who do not read are no better off than those who cannot read. So make 2025 the year you read your way to success. Hey, thanks once more for an incredible year of the 5-minute sales training. We're going to take a little break to celebrate the holidays with our families. We'll be back in January. From all of us at Shore Consulting to all of you wherever you are, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and let's make it an incredible new year.